Today is October the 2nd, 2020. A little story about that. I said that one time on a video a little while back, and one of my friends who lives nowhere near here, different country in fact, she messages me and says, "Is that what Canadians say? Instead of the second, say the tooth?" No, I might be one of two people who say that. That goes back a long ways. It goes back to the 80s. Now I'm showing you how old I am. 580 AM in Winnipeg, CKY radio, 58 CKY, KY58. There's a personality named Don Percy. Don Percy was just bigger than life, you know. And so he had a lot of Don Percy-isms. And one of them was to say the oneth or the tooth. I don't know if he said the threeth or not, but so that's where that comes from. It's October the 2nd. I don't know where Don is nowadays, but he sure made an impression on a lot of people. Pretty funny guy. We enjoyed him on the radio back then. So today is a nice and sunny day. A little bit of a south breeze. Remember I was talking about that south breeze the other day? Didn't bring much of a warm temperature today though. It's only 2 or 3 degrees out here. I'm on the edge of being cold in my ventilated jacket and my t-shirt. I am wearing pants today because I'm crazy, I'm not stupid. Because I want to accomplish 3 things here today. I want to take all these pails off, and of course that will be contingent on the status of the pail. If there's still syrup in that pail, I'll likely leave it. They have open feed just beyond there. You can't quite see it. Hopefully they'll have enough warm days they can take open feed. Sunday forecast says it's going to be nice and warm. They need anything 10 degrees, and particularly if it's sunny, then they'll take open feed. So they're getting pretty well fed up here. I might have to couple here. I have to at the other yard. They look good. So I want to see here at this yard how they look. So yesterday I moved in the other yard. You can see them in the back there, the ones with no pails. So I want to equalize all that out and take the pails off everything else. Also, I want to install entrance reducers in everything. Temperature is getting cold enough that they should likely have a bit of a smaller entrance. They don't need a large entrance. There's not a lot of fast and furious foraging going on. And the third thing I want to accomplish, and I may or may not be able to accomplish this in such a cool day, but there's a lot of these that need to be put on different pallets. There's one right here in front of me. It needs to be put on a different pallet. So I just have to lift that box up, set it on another pallet. If it's too cool, they'll really take exception to that. So thanks for watching the videos. I appreciate that. Thanks for putting up with my technology challenges. I'm having a lot of trouble with getting the technology working to a standard that I want to achieve. So thanks for sticking with me through that. I appreciate it. And so I got the smoker tuned up here. We need that little bit of defense because they might really take exception to me today. You never know. Sometimes they're fine. Sometimes, boy, they just jump all over you. So we'll see here in a few minutes what happens. So stick around. Okay, I didn't bore you with the taking of the pails, but there are 6 that really aren't empty. So I tipped them up. See, the problem I'm having this year is I put too much sugar in my syrup mixture. I have a new way of mixing it this year, and I just did the math on 2 to 1, used that, and when I filled the pails, it wasn't mixed completely into solution. So what happened is I tipped the pails onto the hives, and some of the sugar precipitated out of the syrup onto the screen and then blocked it. They couldn't take that syrup. So you know, overall it worked okay, but there were a few like this. Probably, you know, thinking about it, was probably some of the first ones I filled out of the tank, but that's just a guess. But so I'm gonna clear those, make sure those are clear, and then leave them on for a bit. The nukes I left alone. I pulled a few of them off. Some of them are empty, but a lot of them have some syrup or a lot of syrup. And so I'll leave that for them. They can take that in fairly cold weather. That's nice. And they can take that down. I'll leave that there for a while yet. So for my next trick is entrance reducers. I have those right here. So we'll get some of those put in. Show you how that's done. So first things first with this one, and maybe I shouldn't do it first thing, but I'm going to. We'll see how it works out. Is this pallet is not sitting on the stand properly. Not that the bees care, but I do. So I'm going to gently move that. Okay, so this end is in there. I need to move the other end. This gives me a chance to feel how heavy they are, which they are definitely heavy. So that's nice. So I've left the feed plugs open, the feed holes open, and I'll have to get feed plugs to put in there. Okay, entrance reducers. I showed these the other day on a video. It's just a plank cut at an angle at my table saw. My entrance is 3/4 of an inch high. This is 5/8 of an inch on this side and 7/8 of an inch on this side. So it's just a wedge that fits in there nice. You can give a little tap. They hate the tapping part. This one has one, as does this one here. So they're left with about a 3-inch entrance, and that seems to work okay. For my next trick, I'm going to move that hive over here onto this empty spot. And that'll just make it that much easier for me to move them when it comes time to put them indoors. I just pick that up with the tractor. This is a part where you get stung. Take care of the guard bees. Can't smoke it very well in that direction. And then you gotta shove your hand in the entrance. Holy smokes! Well, they're fed. My goodness. Yeah, they're in good shape. Entrance reducer here as well. They're a bit stirred up over on that side. I've got a few bees left on the bottom board. A couple different ways you can deal with that. Often when I'm transferring, I'll move a colony back onto bottom board. This way it didn't really work because it's on a stand. But then what you've got is you've got the beehive behind the old bottom board. You just slide the old bottom board up to the entrance and they'll eventually just walk in. Now, I'm just putting that entrance reducer down there as a bridge, and then I have to kind of just bang these off this bottom board in front of the entrance here. It's a little rough, but it works out. Okay, that's all good. I can put it here too. A couple stragglers. A couple of the keeners wouldn't let go. Okay, those two have reducers and so does that one. I've been here before. So we'll transfer this one. Oh, and it feels really heavy too. That makes for heavy lift, but it's nice. That's exactly what you want. I didn't smoke that entrance. Oh man, son of a gun, that's heavy. You're gonna be mad. I'll make another little bridge here. To illustrate what I was saying earlier about moving a collie back instead of forward, I'll do that, just that here. So these two partial pallets need to be consolidated. I could move that one forward, but then my stragglers are left behind. So I'll move this one back, then my stragglers will be here. I'll just push that pallet up to the entrance, and they'll make their way in before long. It's nice to feel these really heavy boxes. We'll just move this one up. So I was called away for a few minutes, maybe 20 minutes. You can see how the bees on this bottom board have marched right into that colony I moved. So you can see how well that works. This one didn't look great through the feed hole, so I'm going to have a look inside. It's not my first choice to crack open hives this late, but boy, they seal them up real good. Oh, they're fine. They're fine. Here's another consolidation. Give the guard bees something to think about. And lift it up. Another heavy one. So here's something a little bit different. These are my 6-frame nukes, 3-way pallets. It's an awfully nice system. It's very flexible and works very well for many reasons. However, in this situation, you can see I've got a wedge in here and a wedge in on that side, and then I have an entrance here. This is set up for mating. Get these bees to go in. So I have one entrance on this side, 2 entrances on that side. And the reason it's configured this way without a solid back is that when I put these away for the winter, I want all my entrances on the same side. So what I need to do here is take out these small entrance reducers and then take the block wedge that's in the other side here, move it to here. And this usually gets a lot of attention by the bees. If there's one place they don't like you messing is with the entrance. But that is exactly what I need to do. So I've got that out of the other side. I'll stick it in here, give it a little wrap. We'll stick these 2 in this side. Has a nicely reduced entrance for winter. These bees don't know what's going on because they were at the back of the bottom board a minute ago. And now they're at the entrance. So now you can see I have 3 entrances here. And they're about a 3-inch entrance like the rest of the colonies. And they're ready for winter. These polystyrene boxes just get this short wedge. That entrance is not exactly 3/4 inch. Probably metric, being that these are European. That's about it for today. Yeah, so I guess our next real maneuver here is oxalic acid vapor. Thanks for watching the videos, I appreciate it. I get a real kick out of the comments. Thanks for commenting, letting me know somebody's out there. I mean, I can see the numbers, but thanks for putting a name to it, put a face to it, put a comment to it, interact. I really appreciate that. That's, I think, my favorite part is reading and responding to comments. And I'm expecting the technology has cooperated, and the sound will be good, and the video will be good, and I didn't miss anything major today. Yesterday was kind of a disaster. It was kind of a video about loading and unloading my tractor. Actually, it was a video about unloading my tractor. But thanks for putting up with me and my technology challenges. So I'm going to clean up here, and then I'm going to go in and have some supper. So stay well, and stay safe, and have fun.